Hi, Matthew with F-Class Community Channel here. I'm in the midst of prepping some new brass, and what I noticed was this new Privi brass that I picked up from a dealer that I'm going to be using for competition. And when I was measuring it, and I usually try to take a piece of brass to chamber, and noticed that it was kind of oversized compared to my chamber. It is 1.627 in length, and from using the Hornady headspace gauge, and what it measures from is the datum line on the shoulders. Usually, my fired brass is about 1.6 to 1, 1.6 to 1.5, almost to 2. However, this is definitely way oversized. It doesn't even chamber in my Panda Action or my Savage chamber, because they're both done by the same reamer and the same gunsmith. And what I've been finding is that it is actually quite consistent between both chambers in terms of headspace. So I can actually, if I find a good load that's good for both rifles, I can swap loads between the rifles. That's what I hope to achieve. However, because this brass is oversized, it's almost like once fired brass, or actually it's actually larger than once fired brass. So what I'm in the midst of doing to bring it back, I usually bring it back to 1.619 or 195, and that will give me 2 thou clearance for the headspace. So that's just the right amount. So what I'm finding is in my process, I'm able to bump it back, and I usually bump my brass back, and there you go. It's perfect. It matches all my other brass. So Privi brass. I've had comments from another F-class shooter that it's really good and really consistent. So I'm giving it a try. I have I purchased 700 pieces of Privi brass, and working on prepping all of it in terms of neck turning, and deburring the flash hole, and squaring up the primer pocket. At any rate, Matthew with F-Class Community Channel. Just wanted to show you that some of the Privi brass that I have is oversized, and I have to resize them all. However, that's not detrimental. It is actually works to almost be like once fired brass, which may save me some time in terms of load development. At any rate, Matthew with F-Class Community Channel. Just bringing you an update in terms of my system that I'm using, in terms of prepping brass and the brass I'm using. Remember, keep an eye on the flags and tight groups.